Everybody. And all right. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Anthony coming to you live here from Dallas, Texas. Had a blessed day so far. Was very, very excited. Put some work in. Man, like every Wednesday, I got my, pretty much like my partner in crime, Michelle, here with me. And we are going to pretty much take some time tonight to share something we're about to do. And we would love for you to jump in with us and do this and make this run with us as well. But I'm gonna let Michelle kind of pretty much, jump it off and kind of talk a little bit about it, and I'll throw in 2 cents. But for the most part, we're gonna kind of refer you to a video, have you check out the video, and if it's something you want to run with us and do, you're more than welcome. If not, it's okay. But we just want to extend the offer. So Michelle, you can go ahead and, kind of share your due diligence on it as well.
All right. Thank you, Ant. So good evening, everybody. Thanks for hopping on and joining us tonight. So what we want to talk about tonight is boot camp, or an intensive campaign, recruiting campaign, if you will. And if you were on the call last week with Brent and Eric Worry, then you probably heard Eric talking about their Recruit 20 People in 30 Days campaign that they do. So there is a big event in December. It's, I believe, the 11th, 12th, and 13th of December. And I want to say it's like 8 or 9 hours a day, those 3 days. So it's a very intensive course. It will be a virtual event, but will be packed with phenomenal information. Eric Worry with GoPro is putting that on. And last week when they did the training, it was an awesome training in and of itself, but he made the opportunity available to us if we purchased our ticket then, that we would receive the how to recruit 20 people in 30 days training program that they do. And so I went ahead and got my ticket, and I am going through the how to recruit 20 people in 30 days boot camp. And I am just blown away at the quality of the content in this training program. And what it is a program that's designed to help you to acquire to enroll 20 new builders in your team within a 30-day period. And that sounds like a lot, and that's good. And what that does is, along the way, you're going to get customers. You're going to get people who want to be what we would like to refer to as like a wholesale customer, where they will enroll with the boss so that they can get the discounts and all of that, but they don't want to build. They want the perks and the benefits, but they don't want to build. So we call that, a wholesale customer, if you will. So you're going to get those along the way. But the idea is, this is a very focused campaign. This is intensive with talking to people, with setting up one-on-ones, Zooms, appointments, experience parties to get people going, because we're looking for business partners. We want people who are going to help us to grow this business and increase our potential while doing the same for themselves. So Anthony and I have started going through this training, and there's a little bit of a condensed one that he's going to share the link in the chat for, and then we'll also put it in our group threads. But that one is good for like a quick and dirty, it's like an hour and a half training that you can hop on and listen to and hear Eric talk about this program. But then I have been going through the actual training course itself, and it's 10 weeks worth of content. And the idea is, you don't want to just like jump in there and say, hey guys, I'm doing this thing, and everybody, it's awesome, and come join me. There's some people that might work for, as in people who you would share that with. But the idea behind this is to be intentional, to be focused, and to build it with speed. Because in this case, speed is your friend. It builds momentum, it builds confidence, and it gets you in a rhythm where things become easier. And so you want to talk to as many people as you can in this period of time while we're doing the campaign. And I love the way they have it set up. So they have 2 weeks of prep. where there's some things, some checklists that you need to do. And like one of the things is to decide how much time are you willing to invest to set yourself a future. And I love the mindset behind this, because he talks about, you know, how many of you have ever thought about, like, let's take a diet, for instance, like, I can never eat cake again for the rest of my life. Sad. That's very sad. But if you think about, oh, it's only 30 days. Like, I could not eat cake for 30 days. I can do that, right? Like, pretty much any of us, we can do anything for 30 days. And so the idea here is we have a project with a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's an end goal. There's an end time frame. And so we want to decide, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to do this for my children, my family, and my future. And I heard Brent talking about doing this 20 and 30 campaign, and he said it was the thing that like set him up to become a 7-figure earner. And I don't know about you, but that got me pretty excited. I'm like, they're laying out the entire game plan, all the structure, all the strategy, all of the steps, all the things. And that's what people are using to create 6- and 7-figure incomes with this industry. So I'm all ears. Like, I want to know, what is this? What are we doing? And so I think over the next few weeks, those who want to join us, we're going to do focused training on this, to be relaying the training that's coming from this Eric Worre 20 and 30 boot camp. And if you have purchased your ticket and you have access to that course, I would highly encourage you to get it, to follow along, to listen in on what they're saying. And, you know, all the training in the world is truly irrelevant if we don't take action, if we don't do something with it. So one of the things that he suggests is taking notes, like on all of the lessons, and to document your journey, because what we're looking to do here is to create duplication in our teams. And so when you're documenting your journey as you're going through this, then that becomes a resource that you can look back on. And as you're training people on your team, as they come in, you can say, oh, this is where, you know, what I was struggling with at this point in the process. And this was my thoughts and what I was doing at this point. So documenting the process, and there's some steps to prepare with doing this. And the first one really is to make a commitment to yourself and then tell the world about it. So that's like a big deal, you know, to think, okay, I'm going to do this campaign. And it's easy to just sort of keep it in your head. Yeah, I'm going to do it. But when you say it out loud and you put it out to the world, like, I'm going to do this, it elevates the level of accountability. The cool thing about it is that we get to do it together. So as a team, we get to draw on each other's momentum. And I don't know, Aunt, how many of your team are there nearby to you that you can do in-person stuff, but a lot of my team is here. And so we can do experience parties for our team. And if you're doing the 20 and 30 with us, you can invite the people to our group events so that we can build community, we can build enthusiasm and excitement. And the idea here is that this builds a tidal wave of momentum that will carry us not only into 2021, but into the future of our business and set us up for that truly residual long-term income. So I know for me, I'm excited about it. It's going to be some work. They recommend that if you are part-time, that during this campaign, and again, remember that this is a focus period of time. So if you start and you do like the whole boot camp process, it's 10 weeks, where we have 2 weeks of prep, 2 weeks of pre-launch, and then you have your actual campaign. And then I think it's the follow-up stuff on the back end. I haven't gotten through the whole layout of the 10 weeks, but it's a very focused period of time. So when I say these numbers, don't let them freak you out, because we have a finite date. Like, you're going to pick a date that you're going to start your 20 and 30 campaign. And then from there, you have an end in sight. So know that when I say this, it's like, whew, that seems like a lot, but it's only for a small period of time, right? So his recommendation is that if you're part-time with this business, that you do this 6 to 8 hours a day. If you're full-time, 10 to 16 hours a day. And what is that? What is happening during that time? You are starting conversations. You're inviting people to take a look. You're doing a presentation. You're following up, and you're getting them started. It's 5 steps, really, for as many people as you can do in this period of time. And I'm excited. Like, I can't wait to do this. And what it does, when we do it together as a team, it builds personal momentum for each of our businesses. But then, you know, as you start to grow, you're placing people in your downline. As I start to grow, I have to place those people. And so it helps your business to grow when I place people. And as you start adding new people in, you're placing them downline. So you're beginning to help those people also to start to create an income, to start to build a team. And so everybody gets to get excited because we're growing together. So, that's why I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about why you're excited and what your thoughts are on the value of it. And I don't want to get too much into the specifics of the campaign, because we just kind of want to outline it a little bit tonight and let you guys know this is what we are doing as leaders and as individuals to get things kicked off for ourselves and for our team as a whole. We want as many of you to join us as want to do this, as want to learn. And everybody's in a different place. You know, everybody has different resources and abilities, but the idea here is if you're willing to be messy, if you're willing to not be perfect and not have it all figured out, you can do this. Like, we can do this all together. And I can't even believe, you know, just the potential there, the potential for the growth that we have if we do this together, because it creates momentum in and of itself, just doing it. But then when we get a chance to do it together as a team, how much more that's going to explode the momentum. And Mac, I saw your question there. I got the women's course. I don't know if you have the master class or the women's course, but there are two. We have the general master class, and then they have one that's specifically focused on women and unique strengths and traits that we have and unique challenges that we can face. And it's really focused on the relationship side of things. I'm not sure what the general master class is, but I'm really liking everything that's in the ladies course. So Ant, I'm going to kick it back over to you. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it and why you're excited and are getting ready to do it for yourself.
Well, I'm excited just because similar to you, you know, I heard Brent say, you know, he did the 20 and 30 and it helped him go from a 7-figure income, but also just hearing Eric Rory over the years, he said a lot. He said people that want to make the 6, so maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you've been in for a little bit and you're trying to get to the 6-figure mark. Well, the 20 and 30 will help you get to the 6-figure mark. And most of the time, if you notice, for pretty much everybody that's going to that next level, they always do a 20 and 30. So if you're a 6-figure earner and you're trying to go to a 7-figure earner, you got to do the 20 and 30 again. So you got to have that momentum. And like you said, like Eric Ward said it too, but success does love speed, you guys. At the end of the day, it loves speed. You can try to do the slow and steady, but it just in the long run, unless you're mentally focused, you're going to hurt yourself more than you help yourself. That's just to be honest. And being there 9 years, only reason I'm probably still here, to be totally honest with everybody, is probably more because I stayed plugged in. But for a lot of people, with life getting in the way, they probably would have quit. I watched a lot of people quit because they wasn't plugged in. And, you know, when I was trying to do that slow and steady, just do a little bit here and there, but when I think about the success I had in my business, and I see Robin was on here, and she probably could say that, and probably say the same thing. Her business really grew when she actually had speed. It hit that high point because of speed, not because she was, talking to one person a day or one person every 7 days. No, it was an all-out massive action at one point in time of her business that took her to 100K, and it took her to 200K, and it took her to 300K, because success loves speed. And it's the same thing with me. I didn't hit 20K and then get close to 50 and 100K by, playing around with it. I was doing it a lot, you guys. I was talking to people on a daily, but I just didn't fully go out to 20 people in 30 days. And that's probably what kept me from reaching that rank. But this time I'm excited about it. And plus I'm excited about it because anybody who wants to do it can feel free to join us. I just was talking to Brent yesterday. He said anybody who actually orders the course to the end of the month will still get access to all of those new videos. So not only the people on the first day, Eric extended it for anybody to the end of to November 1st. If you haven't got your course, you still get all the videos. So that's something for anybody who was like, well, I wish I could have got it. Well, you still get access to it, just at the at the end of the month. And I'm just excited about, because now everybody has their own goals and dreams and different things, and that's your reason why you want to do this. Maybe you want to, be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe you want to pay off college tuition. Maybe you want to set up a tuition for your kids. You got to figure out why you want to do this, and I believe that would help you out a lot more in really buckling down and clearing your schedule and be willing to walk through this with us. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Not to sound rude or anything, but with or without you, we doing this. I love everybody to death, but at the same time, I learned something a long time ago in this business. Hey, and plus I'm a small guy. I could probably carry one person on my back. But as soon as that second person try to hop on my back, I can't carry you. And see, at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility for your business. This is your business. When you got started, it didn't say Michelle and Anthony's business. No, it said Michelle's business. It didn't say Robin and Anthony's business. It said Robin's business. It didn't say Linda and Steven's business. It said Linda's business, and then it said Steven's. See, you got to take responsibility for your own. And if you truly want change in your life, I believe this right here will set you up for generations to come. And if you do it once, you can hit the 6-figure income. You do it twice, you can reach the 7-figure. However many commas you want, that's how many times I think you got to do this. And it will be worth it. It will be worth it. I mean, I don't think Brent's complaining about the paychecks he's getting. I don't think Aaron Decker's complaining about his checks. I don't think Robin's complaining about the checks she's getting. And see, that's what it is. It's not about the money. It's about what you can do with the money. Maybe you want to walk away from that job. Well, how would the extra 6 figures, how would that help you make that decision? 7 figures, how would that help you make that decision? Think about the money you could do for your kids. Think about what you could do with give back to the church. Think about the communities you can rebuild. Think about all the things you can do with it. Not, not really just about the money, but it's what the money. Well, let me take that back. I hear a lot of people say money ain't that important. Okay, well, stop going to work tomorrow and see how important it is. Don't show up to work. Don't show up to your business or whatever you got going on, and let's see how important money is. It's a tool that God allowed to be here that allows us to do the things that's in our heart. That's all it's going to allow you to do. And so I encourage you to grab your course, grab your ticket to the GoPro event. If you haven't grabbed it already, grab your ticket. It will be worth it. It will be. Every training course I've ever paid for, whether it was $50 or whether it was $200, or I think one of them I spent was like $500 for a course. It helped me out so much, you guys. And all I can do is encourage you guys to pretty much grab it and do this with us. Grab your ticket for the GoPro event. Go through the course, or you can watch the short video, YouTube video that I sent in the chat. But also, if you grab your course, you'll get the more in-depth version of it. But the video link I sent you is like Michelle says, like an hour 15 minutes or so. But it will allow you to pretty much see the gist of it, and then it goes more in detail in the and pretty much in the course. But I would love for everybody to join in with us. I'm just so excited because I know what it's gonna do. My belief level is so high on it, and I'm happy that I actually get to do it with people that want to do it with me. So I'm gonna be teamed up with Michelle and anybody else, Mac, if you want it, Margaret, Michelle, Miss Linda, Dorothy, Steven, Brian, Amanda, Alyssa. Who else on here? Okay, and Robin. I know for sure Robin will do it with us. But if you're ready to do it with us, trust me, we're gonna lock on and we're gonna hold each other accountable. And we're gonna hold each other accountable. We really are going to be, it's going to be intense. Will it be easy? Probably not. But I'm pretty sure it'll be worth it. It won't be easy, so I'm not even gonna tell you it's gonna be easy. It's probably it is intense after watching the video, and it's intense, but it will be worth it. And so just ask yourself, are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you ready to fire your boss? If you're really, truly ready to fire your boss, you got to do it with us. If you just kind of want to play around, well, we already sent the message out with what this call was going to be about, so you wouldn't even be here if you truly didn't want to do this. So you want to do this because you showed up. So now you just got to make the decision, and let's go make it happen. And put all your excuses in the trash can. Wherever your trash can is, you need to write them all down on a piece of paper, ball it up, and throw it in the trash tonight because all excuses are out the door. We're going forward. We're going to go make it happen. Hey, did you have anything else, Michelle? I don't want to hold anybody because really the video, if y'all can, check it out. If not, if you got the course, go on there and check that one out. I believe either one of those will help you get the gist of it, and then we'll go in more detail, get a group together, and we'll do this.
Yeah, I just want to run through real quick the 8 steps to preparation, and I'm just going to skip off of each one of them. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth, but if this sounds like something you want to do with us, I'm going to give you these steps right now so that as you are preparing and gearing up, I want you to reach out to us and let us know, are you in? And it's okay if you're not. I would highly encourage you to do it, to join with us so that we can support each other through this. Because like Ant says, it is intense. It's a lot of work. But I would also ask you to ask yourself, if I could spend the next 45 days, 45 to 60 days, because it's about, it's, by the time you get in the prep weeks and all of that, it's about 45 to 60 days. So ask yourself, if I'm going to spend the next how many years at a job, or maybe 2 jobs or 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet, am I doing myself any favors by doing that? I've heard it said that if you're struggling to make ends meet, the worst thing you can do is go get another job, because you are spreading yourself too thin. You don't have the time and the mental resources, and you're working by the hour in most cases. So ask yourself, how hard am I willing to work for my future to be able to retire when I'm ready to retire, to be able to get my spouse out of a toxic work environment, to be able to get myself out of a toxic environment, to be able to have financial freedom? And that's a question that only you can answer, and your answer will drive whether or not you decide to engage this or how much you decide. So as you're thinking about it, the 8 steps for the preparation week are these. Number 1, make a commitment. So make that commitment to yourself, to your family, and then verbalize it. Put it out there so that now it's out there and you can't so easily go back on it. Be willing to push yourself to keep your word, even when it gets hard. Okay. Number 2, sacrifice. Ask yourself, what am I willing to give up for 30 days to be able to do this? Okay. Is it my comfort zone? Is it time with my family? Is it my downtime or my recreational time? Whatever that is, what are you willing to give up to do this? Number 3 is ask others around you to sacrifice. And what that means is the people who this will impact, your family, your teammates, those who have a significant role in your life, because you will be spending time doing this, right? So then that leads to step number 4, which is to negotiate with those important people in your life. So you're going to want to talk to them. You're going to want to get their buy-in. You're going to want to let them know what's in it for you. What happens for us as a family when this is completed and we have achieved our goal. So you're going to talk to those significant people in your life. Okay. And then determine the time. Number 5 is to determine the amount of time you're willing to spend. And that's part of, that self-evaluation. What am I willing to put into this for my future? So number 5, determine how much time you're willing to spend. Make your network marketing business your first priority during this time period. It's not forever. There is an end in sight, but once it's done, it's done. Okay, then number 6 is to clear the deck of all distractions. So they say all distractions are the same, whether that's time you spend on social media, whether that's distractions with a messy office or chores or cooking dinner or cleaning, whatever. Identify the distractions and get rid of them. So maybe that's going to be in that negotiation phase with you, the people significant in life. What responsibilities can you shift during this time that those people are helping to take care of so that you can focus? Okay, so you want to spend your time working on business building activities during this time. Then number 7, you're going to determine what tools you need for this process. That could be samples, that could be brochures, that could be enrollment forms, whatever it is, whatever your system is that works well for you, you need to identify the tools that you need to succeed with this. And then the last one, and maybe this is the scariest one for some of us, you pick a date, you put it down on paper, and you don't change it. Because it's real easy to get distracted. Life happens and you're like, I haven't started yet, so I'll just push that date back. But I'm here to tell you that as soon as you set your mind to a goal, it's just like if you have kids, as soon as you want to make a phone call, the kids have been off playing, they've been self-sufficient, they've been playing in their room or watching their TV show, and the second you need to get on an important phone call, Mom, he punched me, Mom, she's picking on me, Mom. That's what's going to happen with this, okay? Because there's going to be distractions. There's going to be resistance, and that's okay. You need to push through the resistance and keep going, but set that date and don't change it. Don't back down. And Marina Worry said something that just really resonated with me. She said, start living from a place of abundance and stop living life based on the price tag. By doing this program, you're opening up that door for that residual income, for that financial freedom, for obtaining enough of an additional income or a side income or a replacement income that you have some flexibility, that you have some stability with your finances. And then give yourself, this is not one of the 8 steps to prepare, but it really struck me and was important to me. So I'm going to share it with you, and maybe it will be important to you as well. Give yourself the permission to do this, and it's okay to do it for yourself. It's okay. It doesn't have to be because it's for somebody else, because it's for the kids, because it's for a spouse. Take pride in this. This is something that you're working hard for. It's a simple system, but it's not easy. It takes hard work. And if you're going to achieve this, It's going to take work, and it's going to take commitment and dedication and consistency, but you can do it. We can all do it. And doing it together, we will get there a lot faster. It'll be a whole lot more fun. And when we hit those snags in the road where it does get hard and we're struggling and we're tired and we want to give up, we can reach out to somebody else who's doing it with us and say, dude, I just want to quit. And we can link arms and say, you got this. Let's do this. What can I do to help you? How can I encourage you? And so together we can do this, and we can be very successful with it. So those are your 8 steps for preparation for this week. Please reach out to your leaders and let us know. Are you going to join us for the 20 and 30? Are you going to just watch the trainings and keep plugging along? Because there's value in consistency. There's more value in fast consistency, in doing it quickly, building momentum, getting the pace up, because people get excited and you get excited, and then you get in a rhythm and a groove and you get more comfortable, and it's easier to overcome objections, and it's easier to get people started because you begin to develop a groove where it's like, I got this. I got a system. It's working well. I'm getting people going, and you'll just take off. So that's all I have for you this week. Please get with your leaders. Let them know where you want to go with this. Do you want to run with us on this 20 and 30? We're all watching the trainings and getting things going for ourselves. So just let us know. And I'm excited to do this with you guys. If anybody's got questions, I guess we'll open it up real quick to see if anybody's got questions before we shut it down for tonight.
Any questions, y'all feel free to unmute and just ask us. I believe y'all can unmute. But also what I want to add is something that Robin put in the chat that I feel is very, very important. The $297 that you will pay for your event ticket, remember, it's a tax write-off. It's your business. So it will be a tax write-off. It's your training. So you can keep the receipt and you can write it off, you guys. But yeah, any questions? Oh, yeah, go ahead, Matt.
One of the things I've been trying to do is I've made a separate McDaniel Sales RX page. Mm-hmm. And I emailed you on this the other day. I tried to share some videos that were under a title called Units.
Oh,
one of them, on the Slenderize, they kept rejecting it. They said that I had violated Facebook terms. And all I put down was something on SlenderX, and to reach out, I put a smart link on it. But has anybody had any other experience trying to do that and get Facebook to?
Yeah. So Facebook, okay, so you did it on your page, or did you do it on your profile?
I have, under my other business, I have a McDaniel Sales and Marketing page for my photo business, but I made a third page. I had my personal one, the McDaniel Sales and Marketing, and then I did a McDaniel Sales RX page. Other people from RX, I don't know if I hooked up with them or they hooked up with me, but I get a lot of videos from other people that are put on there. But this one, even though I was paying for the ad to send it out, they rejected it.
Well, it may be because it came from the Units tab. So it must have been you were trying to run an ad with something that was in a private Facebook group. So I will text you because most of the videos I upload in the Units tab, I know which ones you're talking about. They're on my YouTube channel. I just put them in there just for people where they can go straight there and do it. But yeah, that's pretty much why they blocked it. But I will send you the direct link for it.
So when you uploaded it from the Units, is that what you tried to promote?
Yes, I shared it.
Because you cannot promote somebody else's video on your page.
Well, it took the one on all the Nutrify vitamins. These were with Deanna, and one of them had Dr. Strand and some other blonde gal. Looked like she was a professional, presenter type thing. She was kind of like sitting there with them and talking and asking questions. But the one on Slenderize, they wouldn't take, and that was so weird.
You upload the one with Nutrify and promote that?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you didn't catch it, but sometimes they're really sticky about what Facebook. It's Facebook. It's not RX. It's Facebook. They won't let, like, if I put a YouTube ad on our video, and then I try to promote it. Sometimes they don't let me do that.
Well, and I've had about 500 people from my list like the page. And so what I'm trying to do is get some information on products out. And then I'm going to start going back singly and communicating with everybody individually. But I have people literally from all over the world that have liked it, but I haven't had any success with it as of yet on trying to promote it. So it's one of the things that I'm trying to do to promote to other people, because you run out of people you can talk to.
Oh yeah,
Right.
oh yeah, and the pages are great. Pages are awesome. Just once you start really knowing the difference between the profile and the page. See, the page, you can even get third-party people to like it, and you can set it up to where it sends out to people that are looking for health and health and fitness. You can set it up to people that are looking for work from home, and there's a lot of different things. It just costs money, but it's a lot of different things. Like me and Mac, we'll definitely talk on that, and we can. I give you some ideas. I've used it a couple of times. It just costs money, but you can definitely do it, and it will work.
And I'm not too worried about that. I'm a believer you spend money to make money, but it's how can I get out there? The other thing I'd like to do is be able to know what I'm doing so I can share it, because any of us can make a Facebook page. If it works for me, your group of friends are going to be different, the people you have contact with. And if I can save some steps so that you don't have to go through everything, that's great. And vice versa. If you learn something that I'm not aware of, it'll help me.
Yeah. And I also learned that you could do it that way where you pay for it. And then there's also a way you can do it that's free. So that's Mac, feel free, and we'll definitely talk, and I'll show you how to do it for free from just your personal page. Okay. And that was something that I kind of gave tips all along, like kind of how Robin said the other day, how pretty much she did a birthday shout out. Next thing you know, she had a presentation. But I can show people how to pretty much do it for free. And that's something I learned from a course that I signed up for with Jim Lufkin, and he pretty much taught people how to do it for free, just with groups and making new friends just on your regular profile page and without getting flagged. So I know exactly what you're talking about, how to get flagged, like Robin said, but I know exactly how to do it. And Mac, we'll definitely talk. If you reach out to me, we could talk after this. I'll be up if you want to hop back on Zoom and we'll talk about that.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What color are your eyes? I need a good laugh.
I love you, Robin.
Hey,
I love you, Aunt.
Anthony.
Hey, Margaret. How can we help you?
I was a little late getting on here, so the videos, the trainings that you're talking about, watching with the 2030, I just paid for the ticket to the event. So are these things that they're sending out?
Yeah, when you log in, well, isn't it when you log in, Michelle? I believe it's when you log in, it should have access. And if you don't have the access to all the courses and the new courses, all you have to do is reach out to customer support or reach out to Andrea or Brent, and they'll, because Brent just said it last night on the call that it was extended for all of us to the end of.
And for me, I got
October.
an email asking me I wanted the master class or the women's class, and there was a choice. So once you signed up, you purchased your ticket, then it sends you your receipt and login information, and there's an email that says, you know, please make your selection. Do you want the general master class or do you want the women's class?
Okay.
And once you make your selection, then you will get an email with access to that. And as you log into the platform, then you'll have access to all the courses in there.
Okay. All right. Good. I like your water bottle.
I like my water bottle too. Thank you.
You know,
Great
the
advertising.
Limu people are, I've been with RX for several years. The Limu people are really showing us up about using the water bottle.
Are
Well,
we?
Yeah.
You just have to be a product of the product.
That's
And
right.
I was talking with we're working on some marketing things, and so we was just talking which products would be or that we can use more for marketing. And the ones that are biggest marketing tools are like the Blue Frog, the water bottle, because that's something that you can have at any given moment and be doing a workout video and have the water bottle sitting there, the Blue Frogs. And when you use the products and you're taking pictures, you can kind of throw it in the background on just like in the background or something. It could be the kids playing and you can have your water bottle over to the side
Yeah.
and take a picture of it. And it
Yeah.
kind of just, it kind of just something you could tag. And then some other things we're working on to help people. We're going to design some courses to help people market on Instagram and Facebook and get people interacting with you, because a couple of people who joined and they know how to take that to the next level. So we got this and we're working with corporate as well. So there's some things that we're working on that it'll definitely help out a lot of people coming forward, new videos and a lot of different things. But just, but yeah, so just always remember those products. If you can find ways to kind of integrate them and kind of throw them in the picture some kind of way, like, and kind of just make a catchy slogan. That's all commercials are. Just catchy slogans and catchy sayings that allow people to draw the interest. Like, what are they talking about? Where it makes them go back and want to look at the video, or makes them want to go and look at the picture that you posted. But was there any more questions or anything of that nature? If not, I did have a quote I wanted to end off with. It was something about action. So that's kind of what this, what the course is going to allow you to do, take action. But was there any questions?
I have one.
Go for it.
When are you starting the 20 people in 30 days? Is it going to be different for everybody based on when you want to do it, or when are you starting?
Me,
Already been started?
I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to start mine Saturday. That starts the pay period, and I'm starting on Saturday. But I already be in it, so anybody who's ready to run, if you're ready to go Saturday, great. If you're ready to go 2 weeks from now, great. Whenever you're personally ready and you figured out hey, I'm going to start on this day. It could be November 1st. Whatever day, you pick. I encourage you to be within, sometime from now to November 1st. The reason why is because if you keep prolonging it, you're going to always put it off. And that's the biggest thing that I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to do it. Or, oh, I'm going to call that person. And then next thing you know, you say, oh, well, I'll call them tomorrow. I'm too tired today. Oh, I got to do this. And then next thing you know, it's just like that. You keep putting it off. So I encourage you to do it. Try to find some time to do it with, over this period of time, because that's kind of, to set you up for next year. If you want 2021 to be big, you really start as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking that like the Eric Worre presentation is going to be December 11th, 12th, and 13th. So I didn't know, like, just between now and then, kind of doing that. The prep, like she said, 10 weeks. That's a roundabout.
No, so there's like 2 weeks of prep, and then you've got your pre-launch and your launch. So I would say if you're going to do it, get started with watching the coursework. My date is November 1st. So right now I'm working through the materials, and you can watch them week by week and just do one training a week and do those things. The first 2 weeks, really, if you're motivated and want to get it done, that can be consolidated into a couple days, really. So there's definite structure in the program where the start date that you choose is really a few weeks out, if you're following the structure of the program. And that is when the official 20 and 30, so the actual 30-day period starts. And there's activities to be doing, warming up your market, beginning conversations, having, starting the whisper campaigns where you are basically like bringing people in on a, hey, I haven't told anybody about this yet. I'm really excited. And you're somebody who I wanted to share this with first. Would you take a listen? Let's see what you think. So there's some things to be doing prior to that date. So I would pick a date 2 to 4 weeks out when you're going to actually start the 30-day portion, like the official launch piece of it.
Yeah, that answered my question. That's what I was,
the material.
that was just what I was confused on as far as that, like, so basically doing prep between now and then the next 2 weeks to get prepared to doing,
right,
to start the 30 days. Okay. That was all. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions? And Mike, I think I responded to your question in the chat there. And I'll definitely let me know if you need anything or where to get it from. Or I think the link I sent it to you. All righty, everybody. Well, and Mac, we can definitely jump on Zoom or a phone call after this. We'll definitely talk.
Do you want me to send you my Zoom address or your Zoom
Yeah,
address?
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'll send it over.
Okay, and I just want to end off, with a quote. And, well, also what I do want to say is the only thing that's pretty much impossible in your journey, you guys, is the one that you never begin. The only truly thing that's impossible for you to accomplish in your lifetime from now till you go home to the good Lord is the things you never begin. So I believe everybody can accomplish this. But Simon Sinek said this. He said, words may inspire you, but only action creates change. And I'll read it one more time. He said, words may inspire you, but only action creates change. And that's all, you guys. And I will stop the recording, and that will be all.